What's up, guys? Welcome back to the pod. We're here. What's up?
I'm kind of tired, but
Same.
I'm down to talk about what we're talking about today.
Okay, before we get into that, weekly updates. I feel like I've mentioned this 12 times, but...
What, she's going to Miami? We all know that she's going to Miami.
Say, no.
She's been going to Miami for the past fucking 3 months. I haven't stopped hearing about
Since
it.
June, I've been going to Miami, but I actually go Thursday. I'm kind of nervous.
Why? Because there's a hurricane?
No, and it didn't hit Miami, the hurricane. But I'm nervous, not because of COVID either. I'm just nervous to, like, leave my house and, like, travel. I feel like there is just, like, a different fucking, like, universe. I don't think I'm ready to prepare myself for that.
I just think that, like, when I think about Fran going on vacation, I just think about, like, a chicken running around with their head cut off, because at home, like, she forgets everything. She just, like, you don't, like, you're so, like...
You'd be surprised, though, because on vacation, like, I know I'm like that, so I'm not like that. You know what I mean? Like, in Italy, like, I knew where I was going. I was, like, the tour guide for mommy. I was, like, I knew my directions. It's weird. At home, I'm just kind of, like...
And you know what sucks? While she's on vacation, I'm going to have to deal with the wrath of our mother every day. Oh my God, she's not answering me. Oh my God, did she call you? Did you text your sister? That's all I'm gonna hear. Text your sister. Text your sister. Did you text your sister?
But I told her, I'm like, Mom, you can't text me. You think I'm gonna be on my phone?
No. You better text her back, because if you don't text her back, she's gonna be up my ass.
I'll definitely update her. Oh my God, the hell's that? I'll definitely update her, but I'm not gonna be like texting her every 3 seconds. Anyways, I just want to say I'm nervous for it, but I'm excited also.
She's been packing her luggage for, like, it's like she's going to, like, Australia for a month. It's like she's going halfway across the world.
I packed my whole fucking my whole.
She packed her luggage. She's like, I'm packing, like, a week ago. I'm like, you're going to Miami. Like, where are you going?
I'm like, I'm gonna wear this one. I don't know. It's Miami. You gotta look good. So yeah, that's that. I'm leaving. Then Sam's doing her podcast by herself. For that week.
So while Fran's gone, I'm gonna have a guest host. Don't know who it's gonna be yet, but we're gonna.
I think it should be Roman. I think that'd be fucking hilarious.
If he's not busy, if he's not too busy for me, then he'll
Roman,
come.
Sam's boyfriend, for you guys who didn't know, but like he'd be a good fucking host.
He would be
replace me, but like
he would be a good host, because he can, like, rant about literally, like, give him a topic.
And he doesn't give a fuck.
I can say soundboard, and he'll start ranting about a soundboard.
Yeah. He was like the most random shit though, or he like doesn't care about, like, he has no filter either.
Mm-hmm. So but in a good way, like
it could be good or bad.
Yeah.
I love Roman. Like, I'm not trying to shit on him, but I'm just saying, like, if people might, like, look at, like...
No, everyone... It sucks because, like everyone, like, not sucks. It's good because everyone, like, likes him. You know what I mean? It's bad for me if he's the host, because everyone's going to be like, fuck, this guy's, like, a really good host. Like,
yeah, he's, like, likable. Like, you can't, like, not like Roman.
Anyways, update for me, I guess, is I officially started a new job. I know we were talking a lot about it. Was it last week? No, not last week. Like,
Ricky Bobby.
Anyways, I started a new job, and yeah, I mean, that's an update. I don't really want to talk too much about it because, like, probably shouldn't, but like I like it. Like, I'll just say, like,
we also have an upcoming guest talking about this.
So. Yeah, I don't want to get too much into, like, career changes and like what that means, because we have some guests coming on talking about it in, like, 2 weeks, I think. So, but yeah, anyways, that's just been what I've been up to. Like, it's been super busy, but, like, I actually really like it, and I'm able, like, you guys know how I was talking about last time, how, like, I was, like, unhappy with my other job, and it just wasn't fueling my fire. And this, I'm still busy, and, like, it could get stressful sometimes, and that's going to come with any job, but, like, it meshes more with what I do in my personal life. It meshes more with the podcast. Like, I could see it, like, I can work from anywhere. I can, like, work from an airport. I can work from, like, the fucking, like, you know what I mean? As long as I'm working and getting shit done, it's so, like, millennial based. Like, it's not like those, I don't know, it's not like old school corporate, like, where they're like, come in the office. Yeah. Like, sometimes I'll have to do shit at nighttime, or sometimes I have to do shit at weekends if it requires, but, like, I don't know, it's just better. Anyways, we'll get more into that on the career episode.
I ended my internship today, and can I just say, I'm never doing anything unpaid ever again in my fucking life. Like, ever.
I don't think I've ever done unpaid. Actually,
like,
I have once.
I'm not shitting on the job, because, like, it was, like, fine, but I was just thinking about it. Like, I went the whole fucking summer doing free work for someone. Free.
Yeah, but did you learn anything? You learned how to use multiple tools.
I learned a lot of things, but, like, I was doing marketing shit that, like, people get paid, like, professional marketers get paid to do, and I was doing it just for free, just like, here you go, here's, like, work, and I wasn't getting paid, like, the whole fucking summer. I was thinking about it yesterday. I was like, what the fuck was I actually doing? But anyway,
yeah, but that's actually very good for your resume. So I would suggest taking internships because the internships that are on my resume are like really helped me get jobs I've gotten.
Yeah, I guess. That was my update.
Anyway, so I was watching, I don't know if you guys know this movie. You definitely know this.
Did you watch Addison Rae's new fucking movie that one?
What movie?
Okay.
Why is this bitch everywhere?
Yeah,
I'm not
listen,
trying to be rude.
listen.
I walked into Sephora and her face is in the front of
she's in
Sephora.
makeup line. Okay, listen. So for those of you who know the '90s movie, it's called She's All That, and we're like this popular jock tries to like make over, like picks a girl, like a nerdy girl to like bet on, like, oh, I can make her prom queen and shit. It was actually a really good movie. Like, I love that movie. So they did a remake of it called He's All That, and Addison Rae is like the main fucking character, and like a bunch of other rando fucking Kourtney Kardashian.
I feel like we gotta chill with the F-bomb. Someone asked us the other day if we swear a lot on the YouTube.
Who said that?
The lady from the park.
Okay,
because she wanted her kid to
Okay, sorry. It's me. It's mostly me. Sorry. It's mostly
Anyways, continue.
It's mostly me that swears. Anyways, Kourtney Kardashian was in it too. Most random shit of my life. I was watching it because I like cringy like movies because I like to laugh and like at them and like it's just entertaining. But you know when they're so cringy, you get secondhand embarrassment for the actors. Like you.
Was she good in it?
Like, no, like at one point my cover was really over my head because I couldn't know what the like.
Who's the guy in it?
He's like cute. He's good looking, but like. It's just them two together. They're like awkwardly laughing, or like she has no emotion when she acts. She's like, I don't know. She's so fucking weird. And she was in the movie. She's like a TikToker, like in the movie. And the product placements. It's like make it any more obvious you're trying to like sell your fucking brand right now. It's like, just, I don't know. It was so stupid. Anyways, so they were remaking the He's All That movie, and
yo, my reflexes.
I almost just died. I almost just fucking died. That almost hit my head.
Okay, relax. It's like paper.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a frame. Fuck this painting.
Pause.
Sorry, for those of you who can't see what the hell that
Oh yeah, there's some people who aren't.
the painting just fell. Okay, it's fine. It's good.
All right, stand by. For those of you who aren't watching, the fucking painting behind us might crack on top of our heads. It's paper though, even if it falls on you, it's fine.
Okay, anyways, I forgot what I was saying, but it was a shit movie, so don't watch it. I don't recommend it.
Okay, we're just gonna.
You guys want to start?
No, it's okay.
There we go. Okay, we just took the painting down. It's fine.
Anyways.
Okay.
Okay, so I was watching Meet the Fockers, okay? And then after I was watching Meet the Fockers, I was watching Meet the Parents, which one do you like better?
I don't remember those movies.
With, what's his face?
Ben Stiller?
Yeah, with Ben Stiller. Meet the Fockers is when he meets her parents. No.
Actually, Ben Stiller, could guess that.
Yeah.
Ben Stiller?
Wait, I think. Yeah.
Is it? No, it's the guy who died.
No, it's not Fran. It's the guy who's
No,
from
the guy who
Night at the
died.
Museum.
How about the guy who died? What's his name? Robert Williams.
He's not in that.
Oh, what's that? What's he in?
Robert De Niro's in it.
No, what's Robert Williams in that we always used to watch about the RV?
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, I was watching Meet the Fockers and then I watched Meet the Parents, and it got me thinking, like, because we also got this question in once, and we're like, like it's not that big of a deal. But when you're in a relationship and you have to meet the other person's parents, there's so many do's and don'ts that you don't think about until you're actually in the situation. And we've had people ask us this question before, like, how do you act when you meet a girl's parents? Or like, how do you act when you meet an someone has asked me an Italian person's parents, like, what do you do? Is it specific, like European, blah, blah, this and that? And like, that actually is what goes through someone's mind. I think it can make or break a relationship, how you meet the parents and how you approach it.
And how the parents like you.
Yeah. So we thought we would like speak a little bit about the do's and don'ts about meeting the
First
parents.
of all, for me, I'm like never good at talking to parents. I'm like, I don't know why, unless it's like my friends' parents or like parents I've known for a long time. I just get like weird. I feel like with Italian parents, I'm better because like I know, because I have Italian parents and grandparents, so I kind of know like what, I don't know, they expect or like how they act. But just like, I don't know.
I came up with 2 main tips. Number 1, be relatable, but not overly relatable. Okay?
To the parents?
To the family. Like, be relatable. Like, like if they're speaking on something that you genuinely know or like you have some insight about, talk about it, be relatable, relate to them on that level, but don't be like, oh my god,
Smart ass.
yeah, no, not a smart ass,
A kiss ass.
yeah, like a kiss ass, as in like, I don't know, like they're making something, oh my god, I love mushrooms, oh my god, I like, did you ever do, I don't know, like something like you're just trying to relate to every single thing that they do.
Okay, yeah,
do you know what I'm trying to say? Because then it's like, okay, like you're not being yourself. So I think that you need to be relatable, but not too overly relatable, because then you come off looking like you're kissing ass. Mm-hmm. Number 2 is bring wine all the time. Literally, do not show up.
Like a fucking poster. Bring wine.
Yeah, because if you show up, I literally wrote this down, bring wine as often as you can, don't come empty-handed. I just think that you should just, like, no matter how long you're in a relationship for, okay, maybe you don't have to bring it every time you go to your boyfriend's house or girlfriend's house, but like, I really think it's respectful to, you know, they're inviting you over their house, like whatever, bring them wine, especially the first time you're bringing a girl home. Give her a tip. If this is a guy listening to this, give her a little tip. Just be like, hey, bring my dad's favorite wine, low key, you know what your dad's favorite wine is, and your dad's gonna be so happy, and you're gonna have a foot in the door, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's just respectful to do, and I think parents appreciate it. They're always like, oh my god, you don't worry about it, but you know that they're gonna appreciate it in the end.
It's also though like how you're raised. Like we're raised like that, to always bring something, or to like be, what's a word?
Hospitable?
I'm not.
No, but that's like when that's not.
Okay, no. Be, what the fuck's a word? Like when you respectful. I don't know why I had brain fart. Like being respectful, bringing shit, whatever. Like I remember when I was in like a relationship with my ex, like I used to bring, the mom like loved the things that you love. What the fuck they called? Macaroons.
Oh yeah.
And I used to bring them all the time, and then, but like he wouldn't really ever bring anything to like my mom and dad. My mom and dad. I'm not trying to shit on him. So
Awkward.
if you're listening to this, I'm not trying to shit on you. But like it's also just like it could be cultural. It can be just like how you were raised. You know what I mean? And not like you're
it's
not
not
a bad
necessary.
person
I don't
if you're not bringing
these
my
are
mom.
just my tips. Like
No,
I don't think
you're a bad person if you're not bringing the macaroons and wine every time.
No.
And cheese and like a fucking platter. Like that's fine. But I mean, like, yeah, it is obviously a good thing to do. For me, this is my thing with parents. I feel like when you're with someone, or like you're dating someone, or you're talking to someone, meeting parents is like, there's like an unwritten rule where like you're not really supposed to, unless you're trying to be serious with the person. Like I've had times where like I would like run away from the parents, because it's like if you meet them, it's kind of like you're, I don't know, like official. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And people get scared of that shit. I'm like that, especially with like my dad. And like I just feel like it's you're establishing something that like not really there if you're trying to meet the parents already. That's my thing.
But I also think that it can go the opposite way. I think that if you have an insight onto how someone, like onto who that person's parents are and who their family is, it could actually help you get to know the person better, because a lot of somebody is their family. You know what I mean? Like that like consumes a big part of them, like their family life, their home life, not necessarily their mom and like who their mom and dad are or who they are. That's not true. Everyone's their own person, whatever. Like some people come from bad upbringings, doesn't mean that they're going to act like that. But I think that bringing someone home to meet your family is also going to give them a glimpse into your life. Like how you are at home isn't going to be the same as how you are at dinner or going for drinks. Like that like opens up a different side to you.
That's also like not really a good thing, because my family shits on me every time I'm like at dinner. So
but I think that it's like quirky.
It's not quirky.
It is quirky because because instead of trying to be all perfect and poised and like cool at dinner, or like when you're going to drinks, like you like they get to see you with your family where you make fun of each other and you can laugh at yourself.
I get that, but sometimes it's like it's a little bit excessive.
Okay, friend, you're acting like I fucking call you out on like your shit stories.
Sometimes it could be. Okay, well that's out now, so everyone's fucking heard that, so I don't even care. But like sometimes it could be, I think, too excessive. Where like,
give me an example of where any of us have been too excessive.
I can't think right now.
Yeah, because it never happened.
Yeah, it can happen. I think it can happen. Another thing, wait, I have a point. I put on our story, I guess it'd be like a week ago, right? Like today.
Yeah.
We were just curious about like, I don't know, people's family dynamics and like how they introduced like their boyfriend or girlfriend, just kind of like how they acted or their stories. And we got some responses that were actually funny. Do you want to play Romans first, maybe?
Yeah. So I asked my boyfriend what he thought, like just based on, I guess, meeting my family. And I don't exactly...
I think for Rome, I'm not going to speak for Roman, but our family is like very joking, like very like we look intimidating. Like my dad, my Zio's like, you know, our Zia is very like will tell you straight to your face how it is. So at first it can be so intimidating to come to our family because it's like, okay, you guys are like, yo, chill, or like when we get into like really big arguments or fights or like game nights, like it's like, you know what I mean. So I feel like with Roman, like
he like took it pretty well.
Yeah, like he was comfortable pretty quick.
But that's what like that's the thing about that is like if you're a guy and you're dating a girl and you're thinking about like, oh my god, how's it gonna be to meet her family? I think you need to be prepared for that. Like a lot of like you're gonna meet uncles, you're gonna meet aunts, and they're gonna be tough on you. Like I remember Roman met one of my uncles, and Roman went up to him and he tried to shake his hand. Like I'm not close with this uncle, but still, he went up to him to try and shake his hand. He's like, hey, like how are you? And my uncle goes like this.
Yeah.
And Roman was like,
with like a stern face.
And I was so embarrassed. I was like, oh my god, like that's so embarrassing. So like obviously like men like going to their like girlfriends or like the girls that they're dating's like family things, they're gonna be nervous for people that are gonna act like that. You know what I mean? But I think that you just need to stay confident. Don't be like really like shy and be like and let's start like I mean you might start sweating, but like you know what I mean? Like don't be so like shy and reserved. Just take it like with a grain of salt. Be like, you know what? Like I'm here, I'm confident. Like I came to her family thing and that's it. That's really all you can do. That's what I think about that. Okay, let's play this voice note. I don't know what this says. I mean, I don't know what he said.
Yeah,
so,
we're like hearing it for the first time. So
yeah, okay. So I asked him, like, do you have any tips about meeting family that you've learned from meeting mine?
Make sure you know how to talk, socialize, hold a conversation. You know, you don't want to be talking to our dad and say some weird shit, and then dad's like, "Don't fucking date that guy anymore. He's a loser." You know, just make sure you know how to socialize. You know. Fucking keep it real all the time. You laugh, you have fun, you try and relate to everyone around you. You know, there's nothing weirder than like a quiet guy at a family party that's like dating the daughter.
See,
and the dad's like, why are you bringing this fucking weird, shy guy around that doesn't want to talk to our family or like be associated with our family? It kind of gives a weird impression, you know, especially like for the dad's point of view of the girl. Like that's who you got to focus on impressing the most. Of course, I'm sure everyone knows that. But yeah, through my experience, just be yourself. Talk. Don't be weird about anything. Dress nice. Don't wear fucking track pants or some weird shit like Gucci fucking shoes or some weird flashy shit. Like you don't dress like that when you're meeting your girlfriend's parents and stuff. You know, like one of those the fucking man purses or whatever. Don't wear that shit. Like just be normal. You know, be a nice guy. Be yourself.
Okay, let's just summarize for a second.
Wait.
Thank you for who you are. You just aren't a good guy, I guess. Or this is not meant to be.
Okay, there's one more.
Oh, always bring wine.
See?
Always bring wine.
Always bring wine.
Red wine, not white wine.
Okay.
Summarize, don't be fucking weirdo. It's basically
He basically said don't be a shy weirdo in the corner and not say anything. Like it's yeah.
But also don't be that guy with like flashy like shit, like trying to be like cool, like swaggy.
That's basically what he said.
It goes for girls too, though. I guess too. Like don't be a bitch. Okay. I don't want to say a bitch because people have resting bitch face. Like I have it, Sam has it. Like automatically, like I just go to kind of like defense mode. Doesn't mean I'm a bitch. Like I'm actually a nice person, but I feel like around family that can look not very good. You know?
Yeah.
So like, don't be like so reserved or like bitchy, I guess, or like shy, but also don't be like you
flashy.
said,
like Roman literally just said, he's like, don't show up in fucking Gucci head to toe. Like, what are you trying to do? Show her dad up? Like that looks stupid. No offense if you do that. I mean, like I know some people would probably do that, but I just think that like is not a good way to impress. Like you don't need to try and one up the family and show that like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think that's pointless. Don't do that. Do not recommend that. Anyways,
it's just like a rule. You got to kiss ass to the dad. Like that's like a rule. And for the girls, it's kind of like you got to impress the mom. Like fucking help her with the dishes after like family dinners and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's read this.
So we want to read like our what the Instagram people. What? Some of these are funny.
Oh, I said this.
Okay. First one from this person. My little cousin started meowing at my ex-boyfriend.
Weird. Next.
Okay. My grandpa literally refused to believe my boyfriend wasn't in the mob. Old school stereotypes.
Those are a different story.
Oh my god. Okay, I have a story. So one time, this was when I was like really young. I know, like I wasn't dating my current boyfriend. I was like really young, and I was like, I guess like this guy was like meeting my nana, and he was meeting them. I forget where we were. I don't know why I feel like we were at a soccer game or something, but he was meeting them.
Oh, it was my soccer game. I know exactly what you're talking
Okay, so I was like, yeah, this is whoever. And then my no just starts asking me questions, and I froze up. I was like, no, he's gay, actually. And then he was like, what do you mean? I was like, no, he's my friend. Like, he's not into girls. Like, he's actually he's into guys.
You didn't say he was your boyfriend?
I did at first, but then I froze up, and I was like, no, actually, like, he's my, and then.
Oh, he's my boyfriend. Oh, never mind.
But then my no, the next time he spoke to him, he said that. Don't you remember this? And then that guy at the time was like, no, like, I'm not gay. Like, what? He's like, you told your no that I was into guys?
That's embarrassing on your part.
I know, I was so embarrassed. I was like, I don't know why I said that. I'm sorry. Anyways.
Okay, this is funny. No, I read this. This is funny because Roman put it, and then someone put a story about this.
Yeah.
So Roman put, you should ask people the first time they took a shit at a family party and how they reacted.
I don't know why we talk about shit so much
Yeah,
on this
sorry,
podcast
guys.
lately. Like, honestly, it's not
Kind of gross,
cute.
but
I've never done that in my life.
you ever taken a shit?
At someone else's family party? No. I'm way too scared. Unless you have poopery, do not do that. Do you know what poopery is?
Yeah, I know what poopery is. I mean, if you gotta go, you gotta go. Like,
No, I will not go at a family thing.
okay, and then somebody else.
Friend, you're telling me if you're at a Christmas dinner at your
I've done it
boyfriend's
before,
house?
straight up. I'm not afraid to say shit anymore because of that story. So straight up, I've like done number 2. If you have to, what the fuck do you mean, dude? Like, spray some perfume, bring perfume in your purse, spray perfume, spray cologne, and then just dip. If you're there for fucking 45 minutes, then you got a problem. Then you're just gonna call and be like, hey, like, I can't come out. But like, if it's a quick one, like,
Okay, anyways, next. Move on.
Okay, so one of my friends then put, I'm not gonna put his name, X's stomach, maybe not X's. Okay, blank stomach was hurting at my Nina's house, so he took a shit there. And my Nina came out and was like, blank has been in the bathroom for a while, what the fuck's going on? So that's like that's kind of embarrassing.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
If you're
why
there
I've
for,
never
like,
done.
like 30 minutes, yeah. And then someone said, I had a boyfriend meet my family on uncle's birthday when we ordered a stripper. I feel like that's kind of like fun though.
That is kind of fun. I mean, like, maybe she's saying like, oh my god, that's so embarrassing. But I think that's
I don't
kind
know.
of fun.
I think having like a fun, crazy family is like fun. I'd rather go into like a crazy family because it's easier in the long term to like get along with them than like a dry, bland, like boring, plain Jane family. No, that's so like.
And I also think that you need to, if you're bringing your girlfriend or boyfriend home to meet the family, you have to be willing to participate in the crazy things that they do. Like, when people come to meet our family, like, for example, on our mom's side of the family, we like playing, like, games.
Dude, we play, like, charades.
We literally play charades.
Like, weird as shit. Like, we do weird shit.
Like, and me and Fran are so fucking good at it. I don't know why that matters, but anyways.
No, we're actually so good.
We're actually so good. We play, like,
we
board
should play
games.
charades on the pod. No,
How?
How the fuck would you do that?
It's a podcast, so
Yeah,
you play
sorry.
charades. Anyways, like, I feel like as a person coming into a family like that, you just need to be open to experiencing the things that the family does.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're not, you're gonna look like a bump on the log. And that's again one of my major tips is be relatable and just kind of try and mesh in with what the family does. But also be yourself. I've heard people who have had horror stories with meeting families. I don't want to say it and like talk
Like,
about
what
people's
kind- like,
business.
what kind? Like monster
To a certain
law?
extent,
Like monster-in-law movie?
yeah, to a certain extent, like, you can only do so much, right? If you're meeting a family and they're like fucking horrible, like, what are you gonna do?
Do you break up with the person? If your boyfriend's mom absolutely fucking
don't
hated
know.
you, what would you do?
I'm so lucky because
Like, if
Roman's
you-
parents are like the best
No, but
people
what would
ever.
you do if like they did not, like, if you just did not get along with the mom? Because some people are like, choose your mom over me. Who's it gonna be?
That's kind of fucked. I would never say that to somebody.
Me, I'd probably just like be like, yo, it's not gonna work out if your mom isn't like me. Like,
I know people who they do not get along with like their significant
how do you?
others'
My
parents.
question is like, how do you get to that point where you're like, I fucking hate your mom? Like, how does it get there? Like, what
genuinely
can you
don't
really
know.
do that your mom's like, I hate you like so much?
I don't. I will literally tell you after this podcast who I have in mind because it's
Can you
actually
just
fucked up.
preface it like what summary?
No, I can't. I literally can't. But I just think that, like, the thing is, like, sometimes I wish for conversation like this. Like, me and you are different, but in this sense, like, we're kind of alike. Like, I think that we're, like, easy. I don't know how to explain it. not easy. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. Like, there's difficult people out there. Let's just put it that way.
Like with parents?
Yeah. Like, they will not accept anything. Like, you're obviously going to be raised and grown up different than your significant other. Maybe it's similar, but maybe it can be different. And you're going to have to accept each other's differences. Some, like, people don't accept each other's differences, and they see that the significant other's family doing certain things, acting a certain way, and they're like, why are they doing it that way? Why does your mom do this? Why does your dad do that? And then they just they have this like resentment. And then the other person, the significant other, is forced to be put in the middle. You know what I mean? So like, I just think that like there's just difficult people out there, and then that's where like you start butting heads.
It's just a clash, and like the mom talks shit about you behind your back, and then it's like, I feel bad for like the boyfriend or girlfriend in that situation because they're literally like caught in the middle. Like, what do you do? I
would literally fucking hate that. That's the most horrible thing ever. So, knock on wood that doesn't happen to you.
I don't think it will.
Anyways. That's all I have to say about that, but how about you?
Same. That was my little spiel.
We just thought it would be interesting because we had some people asking us about like tips to meet the parents, and I know this was more like relationship based, but that's okay. You can bring this into if you're just like talking to someone. But
different.
No.
I think it's different if you're talking to somebody.
How?
It's just not as serious. Like, it's just not as serious.
If I was talking to someone, I wouldn't even bring them to my parents.
Listen, when I was telling a story, like whatever. I think
we always almost end the podcast.
Sorry, I think when you're talking to somebody, and let's just say you're just starting to go to that person's house. For me, obviously, it's a guy. So you go into the guy's house. One thing for me is like, I always say hi to the mom. Like, I always say hi to the mom when me and this person were just starting to talk, because I think it's so fucking rude for like a girl to go through a guy's house and like go just like straight to the room or straight to the backyard or whatever and like not say hi to the mom. Like, that would fucking irk me as a mom. Be like, yo, like, you're in my house, like, at least pop your head and be like, hey, how are you? My name is so and so and blank. You know what I mean?
It seems like such a simple thing, but there's so many people who just like won't. They'll go straight.
Or some
to the
guys won't even
room.
care. Like, who cares? My mom doesn't care. Like, no, they low key like care. Like,
of course they care. You're in their house.
In my house, yeah. Like, and then I think if it's like if it's like, you know, like a one night stand or some shit like that, like, okay, maybe you don't have to fucking say hi to the mom. But like, if you're actually talking serious about the person, you keep going, you don't introduce who you are, like, that's weird.
Yeah.
As a mom, I'd be like, you're like, that's automatically like a red flag.
Yeah. Be respectful. Hot. Anyways, why you hot? Why?
I'm just hot.
All right, guys. Rolled up. Okay. Anyways, thanks for listening, and see you next week with our guest host,
with just Sam,
who is to be determined. We better still get those downloads, otherwise I'm gonna be so offended.
Because you guys only download it for me.
Okay. Bye. That's rude.